내가
Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Go. Tip-off goes to Las Vegas. Here's Gray. Young outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
That's the product of hard work. Young has turned herself into a knockdown three-point shooter. Impressive.
Here's Carrington. Shot's good by Wilson.
She isn't messing around out there. When you drain a three on her squad, she's coming for revenge.
Wilson against Wilson. Smith outside. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Gray. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Takes a three.
That was just excellent defense by her. She really took the shooter out of rhythm.
2 points. That one goes. Wilson, and the shot goes in. Here's Gray. Smith outside. Young outside. Wilson against Wilson. Wilson inside. It's good.
Killer confidence. Stays true to herself. Wilson is a terrific basketball player.
Pass to Wilson. Now here's Wilson. Here's Gray. Now Smith. Now here is Young. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. Wilson grabs the board. Here's Carrington. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Gray. And they pick up two.
Well, she's got that soft touch. Good size for a guard. Gray is able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
Here's Gray. 4-point game. Outside Wilson. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, she keeps the defense honest there by spacing the floor. Threes are big for this offense.
Gray kicks to Wilson. There's the pick. Pass to Young. Shoots the three. Chicago grabs the miss. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Shot's good by Wilson.
The balance, the focus. She's good at staying locked in on the task at hand.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. Both teams will make substitutions. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Evans passes to Smith. Young looking it over. Here's Wilson. Las Vegas again missing. Chicago leading. Over in the corner, Williams. And here's Las Vegas. Evans left side. Pass to Lloyd. Smith with a screen on Williams. Green for 2 points.
Good offense is all about quality. She found her spot and made sure it was a quality shot.
Clark for 3. Rebounded by Lloyd. Wilson against Thomas. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Ball goes to Chicago. Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Now Clark. The 19-foot shot. Thomas kicks to Stewart. Can't hit from 12. Here's Stokes. Can't get the reverse layup to fall. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. There's Williams with the 3. A second chance effort. And a lot of contact on that one, so she'll shoot 2 here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first one falls.
Alyssa Thomas.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Lloyd. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Chicago. They're up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Clark with it. To the paint. Here's Iriorfin. Lays it up and banks it in.
A great decision by Clark. Read the coverage and then gave it up right on time.
Evans outside. Clock at 6. In the corner, Stokes with it. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Lloyd. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside Williams. Clark for 3. Rebounded by Lloyd. Las Vegas trails by 3. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Evans. Trying his luck from deep. Iriorfin pulls it in. Here's Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. No good from Clark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Stokes. Back to Evans. From deep. Las Vegas again missing. Pass to Iriorfin. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Stewart gets it to go.
With her skill level, you can forget that Stewart is 6'4" and can do serious damage inside.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Gray passes to Smith. Six on the shot clock. Launches from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drills it from outside. And now an 8-point Chicago lead.
Well, look, you improve your ability to make shots and you step into them with confidence. She just showed that.
Williams finds Thomas. Shoots it up. And it's Carrington missing. Here's Gray. Smith right side to the right side. And here's Bell from the arc. That shot missing. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Carrington. Here's Wilson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Offensive boards are always a battle to win, and she fought hard to get the ball and get her own look at the hoop.
Here's Gray. 1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Inside, stolen by Wilson. To the middle. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
Whoa, how about the hustle on the break? There was no slowing her down.
Las Vegas calls timeout. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Bell. Here's Gray. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength there.
Here's Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. They call the shooting foul.
Gotta commend her fearlessness there. It's what earned her the trip to the line.
That's good from Williams. And both free throws good for Williams. 55 seconds left in the first half. Here's Young, and is out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Chicago with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Count that one.
Yeah, those were 2 weight room points. She's been putting in the work in the gym. Certainly helps you in games.
Wilson against Wilson. Right side, Wilson. Over Wilson. The shot by Wilson, no good. Here's Chicago. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rebounded by Bell. Young outside. Pass to Bell. Launches it. Got a hand on it. And so it's Chicago, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Chicago leading by 14. Now Carrington. Williams passes to Wilson, and that one drops.
I mean, they cannot stop her from scoring it tonight. She's putting on a clinic.
From 13, Gray's shot is off. Pass to Carrington. Over Wilson. It's good from about 19 feet.
Johnny Carrington.
Here's Gray. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Bell. Good on the bucket.
Houston.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Carrington. Drills the three-pointer. And Chicago leads by 19.
Well, you know, being able to quick release shots like that is how you stay ahead of the defense.
And Bell kicks to Wilson. Young outside. 5 to shoot. There's the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Wilson. Banked in off the glass.
It's been a big game for her. She's in a great rhythm. I'd keep going to her.
Outside Wilson. Pass to Gray. And here's Wilson. Three-pointer. The kick out to Young. They shoot again. That one doesn't drop. Chicago leading by 21. Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's just remarkable focus shown there. She's skilled at keeping her balance against physical coverage.
Area at the line for one.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Here's Ionescu. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Well, you're going to have to play her a little tighter. If you give her space on the J, she'll make you pay.
Young outside. Thomas against Smith. Back to Young. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Personal foul. Now into the lineup for Las Vegas. Number 41, Kia Stokes.
Here's Chicago. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Good.
Attacking the heart of that defense. She was in point-blank range.
Young outside. Pass to Gray. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Ionescu. From about 16, it's rebounded by Las Vegas. Young outside. Pass to Gray. Now Bell, just 5 on the clock, and stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Here's Gray. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And the defense has to be better prepared. You got to be right up on her as the pass is coming her way.
Bell passes to Stokes. Here's Gray. Stewart with the steal. Lays it up off the glass.
These looks can be easy money if you've got the skills she has.
Here's Gray. Smith on the wing. Will it go? Las Vegas again missing. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gray. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you got to chase her out of those corner pockets or she's going to make you pay.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Chicago making a switch here.
Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Evans passes to Stokes. Over to the wing. From the arc. Rebound by Williams. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Chicago. Up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pass to Stokes. Here's Lloyd. Over Williams. It's hauled in by Stewart. Williams passes to Thomas. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That level of toughness should energize Thomas's teammates. She invites contact.
Here's the screen. Lets the three fly. And no good that time. So the wing on the left. Here's Gray. It's Chicago with another bucket. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas. Number 3, Melissa Smith.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Lloyd. From past the arc. Good on the triple.
With an accurate and smooth shot. Lloyd is someone you must take very seriously at the arc.
To the inside. Thomas kicks to Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice read by her there, sensing the available perimeter shooter and finding it.
Evans passes to Wilson. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Evans. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Here's Plum. That one goes in.
I love how assertive she was right there. She feels like no one can guard her inside.
Evans outside. Here's Wilson. puts in the layup for 2.
Good work inside there. She's showing how effective she can be in the paint.
Here's Plum. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Smith's shot is good. Chicago with the ball. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Provides a nice balance to their offense when she's hitting mid-range jumpers. It forces the defense to worry about another part of the floor.
Here's Lloyd.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Plum. Over Evans. Plum, no good. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, that's a great delivery. Knows where her open teammate is and puts it on the money.
Stewart finds Williams. And the 3 ball is good.
You see the vision from Stewart there. Something that every coach in the league would applaud.
Driving to the basket. Count that one.
Well, that's a fantastic take. She knew she'd take a bump and adjusted to convert for 2.
Here's Plum. That's good. That's Thomas picking up the assist.
Assist goes to Alyssa Thomas.
We've got 1:18 left in the 4th. Pass to Smith. Here's Lloyd. Here's Wilson. Now here's Williams. Here's Plum. And the layup's good off the glass.
Hey, the more effective she is inside, the more pressure she takes off her teammate.
Evans outside. Pass to Wilson. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
Still Las Vegas ball. Substitution for Las Vegas. Kirsten Bell. Jackie Young. Chelsea Gray.
Young against Williams. Fires the 3. Las Vegas again missing. Gray dishes to Williams. Hands it from downtown.
Got to get up close to her if you're a defender. She's a player who can hurt you from deep.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Smith scanning the floor. Pass to Gray to end the run. It's hauled in by Thomas. Here's Plum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.